What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm going to be talking about a Pokemon that I think is performing very well in VGC 2016. It's transitioned very, very well from VGC 2015, where it was already a Pokemon who was used in almost every team. We're going to be talking about Landorus Therian. Right now, I think it's probably the best Intimidator in the game. The only Pokemon that can kind of compete with it are like Salamence and Mawile, and those things are dedicated to Mega Slots, whereas Landorus can be splashed into any team. It can help you protect your Groudon. If you pair it with like a Kyogre, it's almost impossible for opposing Groudons to hit it. This thing just has a ton of utility right now. It has a few different sets you can use. You can use like a Lumberry set, you can use the old school Scarf set, you can use a Sash set. Today we are going to be using an Assault Vest set just to show how bulky this thing is, while just showing the wide variety of moves and the amount of damage it can deal while still being relatively bulky. So without further ado, we're just going to get right into it. Start things off against a Japanese player who I believe is using Rayquaza and Togekiss. So Rayquaza, Togekiss, pretty standard team. You guys have seen it in a couple of my videos before. Rayquaza, after it Mega Evolves, has the ability Delta Stream, which is going to cut the damage all of your flying type Pokemon take from super effective attacks or from like attacks that are like rock attacks, ice attacks, electric attacks, even if not super effective. So like Rayquaza would take reduced damage from electric attacks even though it's neutral, because it would be super effective on Rayquaza's flying typing. So there's the Mega Rayquaza. The Delta Stream is a new type of weather coming in this format. And it's a super strong lead this guy has. It has potential for Tailwind, has potential for Follow Me's, and just hard nukes all over the board. What's really good for me though is I love with Mawile. And Mawile, as you know, has access to the ability Intimidate, so we originally intimidated that opposing Rayquaza before Mega Evolving, and all we're going to do here is we're just going to try to Sludge Bomb that Togekiss, play off ref that Rayquaza, and it's hard for us to really gauge if this Rayquaza is physical or special. Special Rayquaza is just as dangerous as physical Rayquaza, gotta watch out for both of them. As we see the Togekiss activate a Citrus Berry here, and note that his opposing Rayquaza went for Protect, and we see Thunder Wave over Tailwind. Now I think Thunder Wave over Tailwind is the right play in every regard. You don't really need a Tailwind against this type of team, because potentially I could have Trick Roomed. Gengar can learn Trick Room, and Thunder Wave just takes off the speedy Pokemon. You don't really need a Tailwind against a Mawile. Thunder Wave was for sure the right play there, as we see an Air Slash come out from the Togekiss. And unluckily for him, I'm not going to get flinched by the 60% chance to Ring Grace. I'm going to get a second Sludge Bomb, enough to KO that Togekiss, and I'm extremely happy to get a Follow Me user potentially off the board. So also note that we saw Earth Power come out from that Rayquaza on my Mawile Protect, so it is going to be a special Ray. We can expect like Ice Beam, Earth Power, Draco Meteor, and we already saw Protect. I'm assuming we see Ice Beam over Flamethrower because we saw him going for Earth Power. You don't normally see Earth Power and like Overheat or anything like that on Rayquaza. Normally it's one or the other. So here's where we're going to switch in Landorus. Landorus can cover up for Mawile's weakness to ground, as well as Groudon's weakness to ground, any other weakness to ground. Landorus got you covered. Also note that most Pokemon that are using ground type attacks, bar Earth Power from like Rayquaza, are going to be physical attackers. So switching in and putting an Intimidate on those Pokemon makes you super useful, and then it adds to your already significant bulk. So we see Ho-Oh Rayquaza on the board, and we know that the opponent has that Delta Stream ability on the Rayquaza, but even if it has Delta Stream, there's no way he wants to eat a Rock Slide here. So he's going to go for the hard nuke on my Landorus slot. This is a special attack Rayquaza, boosted like Draco Meteor. This is super strong, but Assault Vest Lando holds on with 39 HP. This thing is super bulky. He's going to lose some of the HP. Note that he was Life Orb. That was a Life Orb Draco. We hit him with a Dark Pulse. We're actually going to get a crit from our Wall Yveltal. And actually, I'm not Wall. It's full special attack. But it's a bit of a bulk set. And then we get a free Rock Slide off on this Ho-Oh, who you already know has that 4 times weakness to Rock. Landorus is going to pick up a one-hit KO on Ho-Oh. And from there, that's 3 Pokemon down. All this guy's left is Lapras. And, I mean, Lapras would be pretty good against, like, some of these Pokemon, but, I mean, there's no way that this guy can really come back at this point. Remember, I still have my Mawile in the back. I know we lost Gengar, but there's not really that much this guy can do at this point. He goes for a Sheer Cold because that would be the play for sure, and after that he's going to run. So, while this game didn't show everything that Landorus can do. Landorus has that Rock Slide, it has that Earthquake, it has access to moves like U-Turn, Knockoff, and Superpower. I recommend using Knockoff when paired with Yveltal. It hits for so much damage after a Dark Aura boosts it by like a third. It's just Landorus is just so good right now. There's no drawbacks to using it. All the Ice Beam users from 2015, or the HP Ice users, have pretty much trickled away. All you pretty much see are Primals, Xerneas, Salamence. Landorus does a great job at walling some of those things out while being able to eat a couple attacks while being able to dish out a lot of damage in return. So I want to know, what do you guys think of Landorus in VGC 2016? Is it the best non-Mega Intimidate user? Do you guys have a better idea for an Intimidate user? What I really like about Landorus is its typing. I think the flying ground typing gives it a ton of synergy, and it's just something that it fills a role that no other Pokemon can do. That's just my opinion. I know before I used to talk about Landorus being subpar to Garchomp in the ground Pokemon department, but right now Landorus is by far just the best like Intimidate ground Pokemon there is. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.